Did you see the EAS grades come out?
Not yet. I'm hoping I made at least a B. I didn't study much for that test, you know.
It's on Canvas. Go check it out.
Oh, it is? Here, let me check. Dang, bro. I made a 75.
Dang, Tyler.
I think it's because I didn't know the water cycle at all. I just started making stuff up.
It's not that hard. Me and Alex can teach you.
Yeah, it's no big deal. Let's go study.
Here we have the basic water cycle. Water can take on three main forms: solid, liquid, and gas. It starts in the ocean as a liquid and evaporates into a gas as it gains heat from the sun. Then, once it's in the clouds, it condenses into a liquid form.
Water will fall down from the clouds through precipitation, via rain or snow. Precipitation can end up in bodies of water such as oceans, such as here pictured, rivers, or lakes. It can also end up in ground storage, or on top of the mountains as ice caps.
This seems too easy. Can you show me a more in-depth version?
Sure, here are a couple more processes that are inside the water cycle. Runoff is when there's excess water on the land and it all runs down through into the ocean. This only happens when there's a lot of water and not much seeps into the ground. An example of this would be snowmelt runoff, which is when the snow melts and all that excess water runs all the way down to the ocean. Infiltration is when the water does seep down into the soil and it goes deep down underground. As it runs down, it could exit through streams or rivers or all the way down to the ocean.
Another example is evapotranspiration. So evapotranspiration is evaporation and transpiration combined. So we already went over evaporation, now let's go over transpiration. Transpiration is basically evaporation, but through plants. So water travels from the roots of the plants up the plant and out the pores of the leaves as water vapor. Sublimation is another process in the water cycle. Sublimation is when water goes directly from solid water to gaseous water without first going through a liquid state. Sublimation doesn't occur that often outdoors since there has to be special conditions for it to occur. In this diagram, we'd usually see sublimation on top of the mountains. This is because on top of the mountain, you're dealing with high altitudes, so that means low air pressure. You're dealing with harsh winds, lots of sunlight, and low relative humidity. Also, you have low temperature, which is another important step for sublimation.
Okay, now I know how the water cycle works, but can you explain why it's important?
Sure, Tyler. All forms of life need water. Water facilitates photosynthesis, metabolism, and it can be used for nutrient transport as well as waste removal.
Water is also essential for humans such as you and I. Humans need water for agriculture, drinking, and recreational activities.
Wow, this was super helpful. Hopefully I do well on my final.